Okay, so this might be a bit of a controversial opinion, but honestly, that's never stopped me before. I give controversial opinions from time to time. I never do it intentionally just to give a controversial opinion, but if I have a controversial opinion, I will give it. Obviously, Clowney took Carson Wentz out of the game with a hit, and a lot of people are debating whether or not it's 30. Me just watching it in real time, I think it looks a lot better than what you see when you watch it in slow motion. And I'll show it in real time here. I think there's a big difference, I think. So basically what happens is that Carson Wentz decides he's going to try to run and see if he can pick up some yards, and then Bradley McDougall, he's running around to see if he can make a tackle on Wentz right here. And Clowney's chasing him from behind. Wentz falls forward. Clowney ends up sort of running into his back like that, and it unfortunately results in Wentz getting hurt, missing the rest of the game. That part definitely sucks, but I don't think that Clowney's necessarily a dirty player for this hit whatsoever. For one thing, this is actually not an illegal play whatsoever. It isn't. The NFL rulebook is actually very clear about it. It says that when a player is giving themselves up, then when it's a slide, even at the beginning of the slide, it counts as them going down. So therefore, it would be an illegal hit if Carson Wentz was sort of diving forward or sliding, which is kind of what it looks like in that slow motion clip that had been getting passed around a lot. But as you see in this clip, he clearly is not sliding, he's getting tackled. So that means he has not yet given himself up. And Clowney doesn't actually make contact until it's literally like a bang bang play from when Carson Wentz is down to when Clowney makes contact. It's very close, and that's just not a late hit. You're not going to call it when it's that close. So by the rule, this is not a penalty by the NFL rulebook, because actually what it says isn't just whether or not his knee was down, but it's actually after the whistle is blown. That's what the rule is in the rulebook. The whistle was clearly not blown there. That is a legal play because Wentz was not giving himself up. So that is absolutely a legal play. So legally, that's one thing. Now you could argue that, okay, sure, it can be a legal play, but it still can be dirty. Maybe if it's not against the NFL rules, but still unnecessary, then you could argue it's a dirty play. And there's an argument to be made there, but I don't think it was a dirty play either. One thing I'm going to do is I'll pause it right when Clowney is about to get down to where he's in attacking motion. So I have it paused right here. And really what's the reason why I'm pausing it right here is because at this point, Clowney has no choice but to make the tackle. I mean, either you make the tackle or you let Carson Wentz just continue running. But let's be honest, if Carson Wentz gets out of this, which he very well has in the past, then he runs for a ton of yards if Clowney just lays off. He kind of has no choice. And when you're falling down, it's not like you can just so easily just not fall on something when you're already in the process of going to the ground. To me, this isn't a dirty hit. I understand why some people might feel differently. It could be argued that it was a little bit late, but I just don't see it. I think it wasn't a dirty hit. I think it was just an unfortunate situation. I think that football is a physical sport, and when you're making these bang-bang decisions, sometimes it's going to be really tough to pull off in these types of situations, and it just kind of sucks that, Carson Wentz already going to the ground at that point. It allowed Clowney to hit him in a bad spot, but I don't think Clowney was trying to injure him on that play by any means. By the rule, it wasn't a penalty, and I just think it sucks that Wentz got hurt on it, but I do think that if Wentz doesn't get hurt, nobody ever talks about it. Nobody talked about it being a dirty hit in real time. Everyone just said, okay, he got brought down, and it wasn't until after we found out he was hurt, after he finished that drive and then got taken off the field, that people started to realize that, oh, okay, maybe this was a dirty play, but I just don't see it that way. But again, that's just my opinion. I understand why people might feel differently, but just figured I'd give my opinion on it and also show the play in real time because I feel like nobody is showing the play in real time. Everyone's just showing the slow motion play, which it makes it look a lot worse in slow motion than just actually playing it out. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. Do you think it was a dirty play? Do you think it was unfortunate? I can't imagine anyone thinks it should have been flagged by the rules, but I mean, it is worth mentioning it can be a dirty play and also not be a penalty. The rule books are written a certain way, but sometimes there are some gray areas. So, yeah, I mean, that's just what I thought. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.